Today, we're going to trade in a turboprop for an afterburner. You guessed it, we're going to be flying with the United States Thunderbirds. Let's get this started. The day has finally arrived. It's 6:30 a.m. and we're about to start a 4-hour briefing to go fly with the United States Thunderbirds for a 10:30 a.m. departure. Here we go.
The first part is the most important. It's also the easiest, but you just don't really comprehend it because it's something you haven't learned before. So the first part, all you do is tighten your lower legs.
Every morning I'm like,
the way you do that, tighten up your calves, pull back on your heels, squeeze your knees in like you're squeezing on a beach ball, and then sit up on your glutes really tight. You feel how tight that is?
oh yeah.
Yeah, you can relax. Yep, exactly, but it has to be fast. So like if he says, here come the G's, if you do that after he says G's, it's too late. It's way too late. You have to, here come the, hit it. Yep.
Really tighten up.
Yep, it's all about preloading and getting ready for the G, because once you're under the G, it's too late. Ready to pull some G's?
Ready to pull some G's.
All right, cool. Just tighten up your legs, quick 90% breath. I'm gonna count to 3. Every 3 seconds, take a quick out and in breath. Cool, sound like a plan? Good. All right, ready to pull G's?
Ready to pull G's.
All right, here come the G's. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1001, 1002, 1003, and gentle relax. Out of it. Yeah. That's it right there. Yep. Yeah, exactly. And the reason you don't do that more than 3 seconds, you actually start to air stack. So you can actually give yourself...
Yeah, we do it. We have to wait 3 seconds. So.
Yep, 3 seconds to give everybody time to process the oxygen.
Okay. So the next portion is going to be your sling adjustment. So your sling is this back portion right here, this area right here. Let this guy down. So with your sling, what I recommend doing is taking your thumbs, tucking the sling up under yourself, under like a squatting motion, so you're practically sitting in it.
And bring these up like this?
Correct. And then just push right in, and then you just want to ensure that those hooks face your body. Alright, so what you're going to do is in a squatting motion now, you're going to tighten those guys down nice and even. You're going to tighten them pretty tight. It should be very difficult for you to stand upright after you finish tightening them.
Oh, I got too tight. Did I go too tight?
Oh yeah. Go ahead and try to stand up straight. This should be about perfect, I think.
Go ahead.
If you would go ahead and yes. I know I did.
The pressure
It's
should
not
be
feel good.
released.
Oh yeah, right there it's not bad.
Yes, you
Yeah.
feel nice and good? All right.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I think we're good on tightness there.
It's only when you're walking around.
You go ahead and
that's when
stand
it'll-
up. Okay, so to release these, all you do is pull on this little lever right there and it just releases them like so. Perfect. You can go ahead and take the harness off. Alright, so you'll notice that when I'm putting this oxygen mask into the bayonet receivers of your helmet, it makes a clicking sound, right? So it'll click. You want to make sure that when you click, it clicks 3 times when you put it in, okay? So I'll go ahead and, if you would. 1, 2, 3. Perfect, just like that. Okay, you can go ahead and just keep putting pressure on the front of the mask for me. And I'll tighten it up just a little bit, make sure we stay nice and snug. This is just to ensure that you have a good firm seal on your mask, okay? Alright, if you would, sir, take a deep breath in and hold for me. Go ahead and give me a nice forced exhale. Perfect. Alright, and then before I let you go here, we're going to test your communications and make sure those work as well. Make sure it's on the right setting. Okay, can you give me a check? Can you hear yourself in your headset? Fantastic. Alright, you can go ahead and take your mask down. So when you take it down, ensure you take it down for your right-hand side. Yep, there's a little bayonet plunger right here. Go ahead and press on that guy. So press down on it. Perfect. That takes that down. And then, just take it away and then pull it away from your face. What you don't want to do is disconnect from this side because it has all your communication systems and everything over here. And that's when your parachute canopy will open.
That happens automatically?
Correct. It does happen automatically. However, there is also a manual release So if you eject and you're in the seat, you feel like you're falling at an altitude and you're at a fairly low altitude, you notice you're still in your ejection seat. When it comes to picking trees, if you have to land in a tree, make sure you pick a good sized tree. You don't want to pick a small tree that won't be able to bear your body weight, and then you land in the tree and then it collapses and you fall out of the tree. When it comes to power lines, instead of being ready to brace them, you're going to want to make sure you think skinny. Arms up, think skinny, and pass through, because you're looking to pass through. You don't want to get caught up. And then once you've passed through the power lines, make sure you get back in that tight position and you're ready to PLF, because you're going to hit that ground very quickly.
I went to pilot training at Shepherd Air Force Base. Did the whole ROTC thing before I commissioned. Went out to Shepherd. Got F-16s, went to Luke, and then I spent most of my time in PACAF. So I went
Overseas,
to
right?
yeah, I went to Korea for a year and a half, Osan, Haram, and then just flipped it this way. So Haram flipped it this way for the Samurai Wood. Went to Misawa for 4 years. Not there, I was the PACAF F-16 single ship guy. So doing the demos around PACAF, which
that's awesome.
it was so fun. About 29,000 pounds of thrust in a maximum afterburner. You'll feel that on takeoff and when we're in the airspace. This is your comm panel down here. Your landing gear handle. So there's one in the front, one in the back. So just be mindful where that is. This is your ejection seat arm lever. This is your ejection handle. Don't pull that. But you can touch that, and we'll talk about when and how to do that. This is your one little vent right here.
Right in the face.
Yeah, right in the face. The stick, like I talked about, is pressure sensitive, so any kind of input, it's gonna put a flight control input in there, which is no big deal. Just be mindful of that stick, and especially the throttle. You know, the throttle moves in this whole quadrant, and I'll be
seeing it going back and forth.
I'll be modulating that a bunch today. So again, be mindful of kind of where your hands are. As far as like, I don't know what to do with my hands, Ricky Bobby. There's
yeah, Ricky, I love this.
yeah. When the canopy comes down, there'll be these two things that look like towel racks on the side. It's pretty comfortable. Just put your hands there, and you can brace yourself for any sort of rolling, or if we do negative G's, you can just rotate your hand and like push yourself down in the seat. That's a pretty good spot to put your hands. Kind of don't know where to put your hands. This handle up, ejection controls locked. This means your seat is safe. There is also a light right here that will say seat not armed. That is the top right light. So when this handle is up, that should say seat not armed.
Okay.
And anytime you're getting in or out of the jet, it should look like this.
Seat
This
not
is up,
armed.
this says seat not armed.
And then when do we arm it?
We arm it when I tell you to.
Okay,
So
you'll say,
as we're taking the runway and clear for takeoff, I'll be like, all right, Steve, go ahead and arm your seat. And you're gonna, it's on a spring, so it'll be kind of sitting right here on the seat itself, right next to your knee. So you just kind of, there's no buttons, but reach on each side and just gently lower it down. It's spring loaded, so if you lower it halfway and let go, it's just gonna slam down. So we'll keep this switch all the way forward. So that's you talking to me. So if it's in hot mic, you just talk and I can hear you. If it's off and you're trying to talk, I won't be able to hear you.
okay, keep it on hot mic.
Keep it in hot mic, unless you're getting queasy, you're getting sick.
Yeah, you don't want to hear me puke.
Yeah, I don't want to hear you puking back there.
Then we go to off.
Yeah. So if you are getting sick today, or just not feeling well, tell me, first of all. So tell me, hey, if you roll out or I'm not feeling well, I will roll out. Last thing you want to do is puke on your G, because it's just going to come out in a 9G shotgun. It's gonna go
Do
everywhere.
not want to do that.
Yeah. Go hot mic, do whatever you gotta do, and then, or go off, do whatever you gotta do, then please go back to hot mic and tell me you're okay.
We're back, ready to go.
Still alive back there. Yeah. To the rudder pedals, what you're trying to do is have zero gap between the bottom of your thighs and the bottom of the seat. So just make sure your thighs are flush with the seat.
Yep.
Extending your legs will help you do that for there. Why? Because this ejection seat is connected to 4 rockets. And the seat's going to come out. The whole sequence takes about 1.3, 1.4 seconds. So you can see how fast you're getting out of this airplane. Which means if there's a gap here, so if you're injecting like this, the seat's going to smack you in the bottom of the legs, and high likelihood you're going to break your femurs for there. But if your legs are flat,
make sure you're
perfect. Easy peasy. Yeah, no issues there. So extend your legs down here, and then think skinny. So you don't want any flailing injuries into the wind stream, so elbows in. You can grasp the ejection handle, with 2 hands is probably a good technique.
Okay, so I don't have to pull anything.
You don't have to pull
You're
anything.
gonna be doing it all. Okay.
The sequence of the seats based on the ejection mode selector that we'll set in the back seat, which I'll set that for you. You'll go first, and then I'll go probably 0.3, 0.4 seconds.
And then the seat will eventually fall off by itself, but if not, then you pull
It will.
the.
So the sequence, all the envelopes run today. We should get an immediate shoot.
You get air checking?
Hey! Morning! All right. Let's do it. All right. You get your comm panel down here. So comm 2 is going to be ATC. Turn that down one more. And comm 1 is going to be Sling and I. Your GC test button is this silver button right here. Yep. So after the jets get started, if you want to just touch that or push it in, and you'll GC, feel it inflate. You know it's working. Ejection seat arm. So you can go ahead and grab that, arm your seat. So your seat is hot.
And you'll see
right
the
now.
light go off.
Yep, and then you can save your seat just like that.
Right back on.
Perfect. G meter right here, HUD toggle switch, seat adjust
Right there.
right there. That's good. Engine stack, panels, left MFD, right MFD.
And we got that set to HUD.
Yep. And then all the way in the back is your oxygen panel. You can go ahead and select 100% oxygen.
100%.
Yep.
And we're at normal. And it's on PVG.
Yep, perfect. All right, you can go ahead and put your helmet on. Lower your visor.
I know.
So you unscrew one way, lower, and then screw it back up.
No, I know.
Sweet. Then you can put your visor back up.
No, photogenic is safe.
That's true.
Drop your mask on that side. There you go. Cool. Now you can leave your mask down.
It's supposed to stay like this all day.
I'm well okay with that. Probably go past that. Okay.
All right, welcome aboard, everybody. This is going to be an exciting day. We're going to be flying with Primo. That's his call sign, the number 8 Thunderbird. And here we go. He's doing his gang signs to thank his crew chief and the Thunderbird crew. It's pretty cool to see him do this. Each pilot's got their unique gang signs that they'll throw out. And here we go. We're taxiing out to the runway. We're following the number 7 jet. This is going to be really exciting. We're going to go out to the Lake Placid MOA today, and we're going to do some maneuvers, basically the whole routines of what the solos do. And today's flight time will be about 1 hour. This is going to be really awesome. I've requested full afterburner takeoff from Primo, and he said he will accommodate that for me, so we're going to see what that feels like. We are cleared for takeoff. We're only 2.8. View of the number 7 jet out there in front of us. We're both going to line up. He's going to line up on the left side of the runway. We're going to line up on the right side. So here we go, lining up on runway 28. All right, number 7, popping the smoke. Here he goes. We're going to be following right along next with him. This is exciting. Bucket list item for me my entire life. This is it. Here we go, guys. Primo's gonna set full afterburner takeoff here, and we're rolling. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the G-forces are insane. I've been in fast cars fast airplanes. I've never experienced anything like this. We're going to accelerate up to 400, 500 miles per hour before we rotate right at the very end of this runway. Yeah, this is awesome. Here we go. Here comes the G's. Man, I'll tell you right now, that threw you right in the back of your seat. Now I'm holding on for dear life. We're going to roll out. Now we're going to go join up with number 7. Here we are. We're now going to form up and fly some formation with the number 7 Thunderbird. Primo's looking over there, flying formation with them. Now we're going to go to this slot position. It is so awesome to see how these guys fly these airplanes so close to each other with such precision. There we are, we're in the slot position. Great view up there of the number 7 jet. Just holding in the slot position here with them. There's Primo. Alright, we're going to peel off over to the right of them here now. And we're going to break off and we're going to go have some fun. See you later, number 7. Alright, so our first maneuver is going to be the Knife Edge Pass. You'll see this maneuver at all the different air shows. Pretty cool to be able to experience it firsthand. And here we go. We are going to now do a 4-point roll. I'm holding on for dear life right now. And now we're going to do an 8-point roll. Alright, Primo's actually checking his lap belt here on this one because I think we are going to go inverted here. And there we are, hanging upside down. I think that's why Primo is checking his lap belt one last time before we do that maneuver, because there's some negatives on that. And we go right into a roll to inverted once again. And with that maneuver we pulled, I think, -1G. Now, Primo is just showing us the max roll rate of the F-16D. Pretty impressive. And with this maneuver, we're going straight up into the sky, and we're going to throw a roll in there for added excitement. And look at the G-forces that we just hit right there. It's so cool to see the condensation come off the wings. And now here we come back down towards Earth. Simply amazing. Next, we are going to do what is the hardest maneuver on the body. We're going to do a 9.2G pole turn. This is basically where you'll see most people pass out. I've been taught the proper techniques for the hook breathing and also how to squeeze my legs. I'll tell you right now, I'm really nervous about this maneuver. Let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, here we go, squeezing and breathing. 9.2 Gs. Oh, man, I'll tell you right now, I did not black out. I stayed coherent, but it was really tough on the body, I'll tell you that much. I'm not sure if I'd want to pull that maneuver too many times. I give all these pilots a lot of credit because that maneuver is really hard on the body, and to be able to do that as many times as they do it, they are truly an athlete. Alright, Primo is actually going to let me fly the airplane. This is really awesome. Right now I'm just getting a feel for it to do some shallow banks and turns. And here we go. My first maneuver, my controls, I'm going to attempt a loop. And I'm following my smoke. We got smoke on. There we go. We're completely upside down right now. Now the nose is coming back down towards the earth. And I'm looking at that smoke trail and pointing right towards it. Because as you can see, I'm pulling some G's right there, which is a lot of fun. And you can tell I'm barely pulling or pushing on that stick. And there we go. My first loop, and that was amazing. Thanks, Primo. That was a blast. The F-16, I was so surprised how sensitive the controls are. With the stick, it's a fly-by-wire system, which is pressure sensitive. Hardly any movement, and you're basically spinning and looping at just a little bit of pressure on that stick. Primo up there runs checklists and getting the systems of the airplane configured. My next maneuver that I'm going to attempt is going to be a roll. And as you can see, it was not ideal. It was a little bit off. I was a little bit glitchy with the controls. So what Primo told me to do here to get a better roll is to just basically pitch up a little bit and then go full left on the stick all the way as hard as I can, and that'll give you a nice cleaner roll. And as you can see, roll number 2 was a lot cleaner, being able to just put full pressure on the stick to do a nice clean roll. I was actually able to hand fly the F-16 around 12 minutes, which was a blast, and it's something I'll never forget. So Primo contacted ATC and he requested a high-speed low pass of the Moody Air Force Base auxiliary field. So here we are coming in. We're going to be buzzing this airport at 100 feet at around 600 miles per hour. There's the airport over there at 11 o'clock. We're going to be turning base to final here. I can only imagine if you were on the ground at this auxiliary field, out of nowhere, we come buzzing in here at almost 600 miles per hour. This is going to be exciting. Right now, Primo's looking at the airport out there, getting lined up. We're going to be turning final here, and he's increasing our speed. This is awesome. There we go, we're turning final for the runway. You can see it coming up into view. And we're going to go smoke on as soon as we get to the end of this runway. 600 miles per hour. Full afterburner. You can see our shadow down there, how awesome is that? And here we go, pulling and full afterburner. And we do the rollout. And there you go. That was a high-speed pass at 100 feet. One of the coolest things I've ever experienced. Definitely, I've never gone to 600 miles per hour at 100 feet above the ground. Alright, time to form back up, and we're going to return to Sun and Fun. So Primo's got a certain spot that he matches up on that plane to hold the formation perfect. He's looking at the wingtip, and he puts it right at a certain point up there on the other part of the airplane. Giving our hometown hero rider a thumbs up, who is in the other airplane, riding us back. So here we are, we're getting a little bit closer to Sun and Fun. It's so cool to hear the throttle up and down, adjusting to stay in perfect formation. And you'll see Sun and Fun out there coming up in front of us. As soon as we get a little closer, we're going to turn smoke on. Here we go, smoke on. Now what we have been approved to do is we're going to do an overhead brake, and the overhead brake will be right to the right. We're going to be waking up Sun and Fun as it is a Friday, and it's around 11:30 a.m. See the runway coming up here in front of us? So with this overhead brake, the number 7 is going to go first. You'll watch and see that, and then after that, we'll be doing our overhead brake to the right. Hello, Sun and Fun. So here we go. Get ready. Here goes number 7. Yeah, that is awesome. And now it's our turn. Great view of Sun and Fun back there. All the people tent camping with their airplanes and all the spectators getting ready for the air show later today. And now we're entering a right downwind for only 2-8. We'll be landing right behind the number 7 jet. We're following him in. Now you're going to see Primo's going to put the gear down. There's Sun and Fun right over there off our right wing. Now we're on a right downwind. Beautiful day to be flying. Now he's looking at the number 7, following him in. We'll be starting now to turn our right base to runway 28. Having the big bubble canopy makes flying in this airplane so unique and fun, getting to see all the views. See our shadow down there, really cool. And here we are, turning final for runway 28. Man, I couldn't imagine what it'd be like living in those houses right down there, seeing us fly right over. But when he lands here, he's going to use a lot of aerodynamic braking. He's going to hold the F-16 in a wheelie. That'll help brake the airplane and have it come to a stop. Looking good. Nice, great landing, Primo. There he is, he's just holding the wheelie. That's to help naturally slow the airplane down. See, there's still in the wheelie. Now he's going to bring the nose down real gently. That was awesome. Welcome back to Sun and Fun 2022. We'll be exiting the runway up here to the right. Good job to all the volunteers that help out here at Sun and Fun. Really greatly appreciate it. Oh yeah. Alright, so we're going to follow number 7 back into the ramp. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Big thank you to Sun and Fun and to the United States Air Force Thunderbirds for allowing me to have this opportunity with them. I'll be able to link the Air Force recruiting down there in the description of this video. If you guys think this would be something you'd like to do as a career, flying jets or any type of aircraft around in the Air Force, be sure to click down below. And right here's the green dot. So this taxiway is a runway during the air show, where it'll tell you to land either on the green dot or the orange dot you'll see coming up here. And thank you, Primo, for taking us up. This was an awesome ride in the F-16. Getting to see and experience something like this was something I never thought I'd be able to do. It was an experience I'll never forget, and I very greatly appreciate it. And there we go, there's the orange dot. So right over to the left there, that's where the ramp is going to be that we're going to be going into. Be sure to click down below and follow along on all my other social medias. You'll get to see all behind the scenes of this stuff when I'm not filming YouTube videos. Alright, so here we are. The ramp is right here in front of us. We're going to pass up the number 7 on his right side. So we'll go into the ramp first. The number 7 will follow us in. Primo is an awesome pilot. Great guy. It's a lot of fun flying with him. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching the video. Hope everybody's doing well. And we'll talk to you guys someday soon.
Go. Sweet. Killed it. You can start getting undressed and we'll head over to the Slingus jet.
Today is the 8th. Best day of the year. Best day of the month.
It is the best day. You just go ahead and put that in the pocket. That is kind of tricky. That's good. And your frequent.
That's what we gotta do next. So we gotta chase the SpaceX.
Yeah. Visual on foil. Not yet. And then the waist finally. Still doing the fuel thing. I did a cross feed. I'll take that from you. Thank you.
Thanks for everybody for coming out here. We really appreciate all the support. You know, I absolutely love doing these hometown hero flights and media flights, you know, because it gets to show a bigger audience what we're all about. And what that is service to excellence in service to something bigger than ourselves. And you know, the folks that we fly in the back seat that we give the honor to show that in their communities too. So it's an absolute honor for us to give it back to the folks that y'all look up to the folks that the community nominates. So thank you guys both for coming out here and wanting to fly with us. There was a little bit of anxiety going into it, but you know, we had to talk them into flying on a beautiful day. They really wanted to go yesterday, but no, we had an absolute blast.
Thank you for your service to our country, first and foremost.
Yeah, so I'll echo what Slingus said. This was an awesome experience. So it's pretty rare to take 2 D models on the road whenever we travel. And whenever we do, it's an incredible opportunity to showcase a little more than just our single ship flying out there. Now we get to showcase what the actual airplanes get to do and fly a little formation. So Slee and I got to do that. Chad and Steve got to see what that looks like from the back seat. And man, let me tell you, we put them through the ringer. So I'll talk about Steve first. So it all started for him at 6:30, bright and early this morning for all the training that we had to put them through. And it's just information from a fire hose. So you probably remember, what, like one thing?
I remember quite a bit.
Yeah. Check your parachute when it opens and then float down on the ground. No, but it was a cool opportunity to showcase our mission, showcase the pride, precision, and professionalism of not only the Thunderbirds, but the military in whole and the United States Air Force. We put these guys through everything that our solo pilots do in the actual demonstration. We went out to the Avon Park MOA out there, the Lake Placid, and we went upside down, we did loops, we did rolls, put Steve through 9.2 Gs.
It's worse than you think.
And he got a little sick time, so he got to feel what the F-16 feels like. So Steve, on behalf of myself, the boss, and the Thunderbirds, we really appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
And we got a little something for you. So this is our 2022 litho. This is the Delta flying over Huntington Beach, California last year.
Wow.
And this is a special show for us because it was a joint show with the United States the Navy Blue Angels. So, got a little note from the back, 9.2 G stated.
Awesome, thank you so much.
The floor's yours if you guys want to.
A big thank you to every armed forces branch. I mean, what you guys do to serve your country is like so important to give us the freedoms of what we do. So I'm so grateful to be able to go with the Thunderbirds today, and it hits you hard being able to be able to do something like this. So just a big thank you.
All right. Flag was flown. Mach 0.98 inch.
Awesome. Thank you so much. God bless America.